excited. You guys are gonna love him because he's your pal. He's here for you tonight. Put your hands together for Dustin Estel. Yeah, as Don mentioned, I don't really need an introduction because I pretty much brought my support network and already have people in this room. Juliet's castle, eh? This is a fun part of the castle. I didn't know castles had stabbing rooms. I guarantee you someone's either been stabbed in this room or it's been planned in this room. You know what's funny about performing in the VIP at the stabbing room too, and from the VIP booth at the stabbing room, is that there is a stage here in this bar in the other room, but football's on. So the comedians get to take their chance in the stabbing room. All right, so I wanted to go to a matinee last week, but I had no one to go with, so I called a friend from high school to see if they could go. But they couldn't go because they had high school. Sort of my starter joke to get you guys on my side before I talk about something controversial. I want to talk about all-wheel drive. I know, in this city it is controversial, man. I can't think of the amount of times where I've been trying to engage someone in a productive dialogue about the utility of all-wheel drive and winter tires and winter driving scenarios in the city. And they're like, oh man, I don't need all-wheel drive to get where I need to go in the winter. I just drive extra careful. I've seen how you drive in the winter, Calgary. It's not extra careful, okay? I don't need all-wheel drive to get where I need to go. As long as you never need to go anywhere with a slight incline in the winter. Hopefully none of your friends live on a hill, because if they do, you ain't seeing them till April. Unless they all-wheel drive down the hill to pick your cheap ass up. Maybe take you somewhere wonderful up on top of the hill that you just avoid in the winter, because it looks icy and foreboding to your little two-wheel drive consciousness. It's a very Albertan joke. I'm not even a truck guy, but... All right. So I'm single, you know, I like it. Sometimes it's lonely, you know, single in a relationship, The grass is always greener when you don't have to mow it because it's not yours because you're not locked into a mortgage in a loveless marriage. My problem with relationships is that the relationships, you know, you can't just have sex with someone new whenever you want. Like as a single guy, if I want to hook up with somebody new, all I have to do is like try really, really hard and go against my lazy introverted nature, have great hygiene, tons of charisma, look good, smell good, have a bunch of good jokes, have my own car, money in the bank, pretend to be interested while she tells me about her friends in her condo and her friend's condo, have an air of charisma and wealth, but not too much charisma or confidence so as to come across arrogant, facial hair if that's what she's into, and no facial hair if that's not what she's into, and tons of go-to stories to keep the lucky lady entertained, and I have to meet her on a night where she's horny and probably gonna fuck a stranger anyway. But that's pretty much all I have to do if I want to hook up with somebody new. Plus, women always want a spoon, you know, like, you want a spoon? Oh, you get a big spoon, I'll be the little spoon. Like, oh, this is great, yeah, my arm's asleep, I'm overheating, and if I fidget too much, you take it as a sign that our relationship's in trouble and we get to take it instead of sleep. Do you want a spoon? No, I want to fuck somebody new. So, I was reading in the news, they want to change the name of midget hockey. Because it's offensive, and I guess they want to ride this wave of social changes happening, and you know, just get the name changed. And understandably, the hockey, whatever Alberta Hockey wants to take advantage of it. What's the little problem? You can take them out at the knees if they don't get on top of it early. But yeah, I was reading the story, and I was like, the story about like naming categories for hockey. You know, Pee Wee, Atom, Bantam, and I'm like, what the fuck is a Bantam? You know? Like, I had to Google it. Apparently Bantam, which is one of the categories for youth hockey, apparently it's a small chicken. I always thought small chickens were called chicks, but I guess you can't call a category of lesser hockey players who don't know what they're doing chicks. You can't call it chick hockey, because, you know, how's Billy doing? What is he, about 14, 15 now? Yeah, he's good. He's playing chick hockey. He'll be a midget next year. Best part of that story, though, the representative of, the Little People's Association that wants the name changed was, I couldn't understand why people were upset about the name change, because they're like, you wouldn't use another offensive term, like you wouldn't call it retard hockey. And I'm like, yeah, they would. Have you been to Thunder Bay? If the outside world would stop meddling, they would name their youth categories for hockey something much worse. It would be like loser, dipshit, homo, retard, and cunt. Like, the cunts would be the oldest kids, because that's like sort of one of the like kings, it's like the most offensive word. Although in Thunder Bay, maybe it's not. Maybe they have more offensive words at like some underground laboratory, where Thunder Bay's biggest cunts toil day and night to come up with words that are just more toxic and foul than anything anyone has ever heard. And that's pretty much it. Thanks.